Hey guys, so the points are locked in for Fantasy Super Rugby round 15, the second to last round of the season. In this video, I'll just be showing you guys how my team went, talking a bit about the results, as well as taking a look at the league standings as well. That includes the league for this channel. We'll see who's going to close it out, and also the global leaderboards as well. It's always fun to take a look at those at this time of the year, just to see what the top players do. Does the number one spot play conservative and try and hold on, and the guys underneath them, do they take risks? What do they do? So it's always fun to take a look at that. But before we do that, let's get into the results and how my team went. And for me, 638 points. Any other round, I'd be pretty happy with that, but I got a feeling that this is gonna be a pretty high scoring one, just because looking at the top players for the round, we got guys like Morby, Campbell, Nuku, Naholo, Tim Ryan. These were all picks that probably a lot of people were expecting to go pretty well. Canes up against the Landers, Reds up against Moana. They did actually struggle a bit, to be honest. Yeah, I think they showed up sort of a little bit cocky. They were sort of moving the ball a lot early. I think they thought it was just going to happen for them, but then they were losing a lot of ball, and Moana really came into the game. So that was definitely a fun one to see. But I mean, we know Moana, they concede a lot to the outside backs. So yeah, Jock Campbell, Tim Ryan, there were always good chances to go well. I went with Trayvon Pritchard because, yeah, I really have been enjoying this guy coming off the bench. He's been impressive. He got to start this game. And look, I rated him below Campbell and Ryan just because I thought he would actually get subbed, but he didn't. I believe Tim Ryan was the one to go off. So, yeah, a little bit unlucky. I didn't get more out of that in the end. But then there was the Canes as well, right? Morby and Naholo. Yeah, I was pretty big on Naholo as captain. I mean, he was pretty much going to be the Fineang Anofo replacement for this game. Whatever Fineang Anofo was going to get fed was going to go to Naholo instead, and that's pretty much what happened. But actually, Morby was the one who really carved it up, and yeah, he came out on top with 73 points, but wasn't a lot of difference between these sort of top few players here, right? It's like, 4 points difference between him and Naholo. So pretty much whoever you captain out of this bunch, you would have done pretty well. And I also had Peach, which was a pick that didn't really work out, although yeah, I always knew there was a chance that wasn't going to happen. And Drew actually put up a pretty good fight against the Force, even though their season was effectively over. Some of these other Force picks did do pretty well. Tizano, he did come away with a maul try like I thought he would. Kind of hoped he would get another one. Didn't really happen. Williams doing pretty good as well. And I mean, Nuku, right? Like, I really kind of stayed away from that Chiefs Crusaders game, and turned out to be actually a pretty high scoring game. So it wasn't a bad one to invest in after all. And we've kind of seen that a few times with these Crusaders games, right? When they come up against the other top teams, I'm always kind of a little bit wary that, maybe things could be an arm wrestle, but it just doesn't work out that way, right? They consistently are in pretty high scoring games, and this one was no exception. But I mean, Nuku, right? Like, we just know he's going to do well because he's just the key man in so many of their structured plays, right? And that's just on top of him being, just a bit of a fantasy beast anyway, right? He scores in pretty much every category possible. So yeah, not surprising that he went very well. I went for Fluke in the midfield, and I actually had Balin there first. Decided to swap out for Fluke so that I could bring in Anari, which did actually work out. But Kuntu Paya still did pretty well. I think it was a pretty big call to kind of fade him this week, and I think it wasn't a bad one the way the game went, but he did get a try, which yeah, pushed his number up. But I mean, even David Havili did really good this game. Got that 50-22. That was so key for winning the game. And those are worth a whopping 10 points, but obviously he was doing pretty good anyway. And a lot of points in general got scored in the midfield. And in the loose forwards, like again, it was kind of interesting. Braden Iosa came in with a monster 71 points. And we know that he's got these in him, right? Like we saw it right at the start of the season with that 86 points. And we saw it multiple times last year as well. He's one of those guys, like in those games where the Canes are really just steamrolling, he can actually rack up these big scores. This year hasn't been a great year for him. He hasn't really had a lot of minutes. He's been the guy coming off the bench or getting subbed, unfortunately for him. But yeah, not a big surprise to see him pulling in a big one here. Leo Willie, he's been pretty solid. He came up all right. But Lucas Casey, again, for the second time, putting up another pretty big score, right? 84 last week against the Chiefs. 55 again, a good score against the Hurricanes a week later. And yeah, like he's found some serious form late in the season. So I mean, he left it late, right? But you know, maybe a shot at being a bolter. I mean, probably not. Like there's so many loose forwards to get past, but still very good to see him you know, put his name up in lights a bit, because he's been kind of quiet this year. Well, at least considering, you know, we saw the NPC we had, right? There was a lot of chatter about him. They didn't really back it up until this business end of the season. One more thing to point out in the lock slot as well. I pointed out in the best picks video, Josh Canham, he was back, got a great score, picked up a try, 46 points against Moana. But yeah, he was a lock who was very good last year, very solid. So yeah, keep him in mind for next week as well. And with the hookers, yeah, I made a pretty big call fading Taukeaho for this one, but I mean, he's just so good, right? Like he's so powerful. There isn't really a team that can that can stop him, that can hold him back when he gets close to the line. So he did manage to pick up a try in this game, and yeah, again, that pushed him to the top of the list as well. 54 points, the #1 hooker. And look, I mean, I think, who's he playing next to? He's playing the Canes, right? Yeah. Oh no, it's Crusaders versus Hurricanes. Chiefs are playing the Blues, so another tough game. But you probably still wouldn't bet against him, right? Bet against him. Now moving on to our league leaderboard. Looking at the round 15 scores, #1 spot with a gigantic 825. I am the captain now. I mean, that's like so far ahead. There's got to be a booster in here. And yeah, sure enough, triple captain the hollow. And yeah, pretty good call, I think. Yeah, 277 points. You can't be too mad about that when using your triple captain. Had Morby as well, had Josh Campbell. And yeah, this is kind of what I expect to see, right? We're probably going to see a lot of double Canes and a Reds outside back, or maybe even double Reds and a Hurricane. But yeah, that definitely, I mean, looking at all these points, right? Like a lot of people were over 700 points this week. Okay, also had Josh Fluke as well. Interesting. Gordon Anari. Had the Tizano pick. Went with Lucky Shaw, which worked out. Okay, yep, very solid picks all around. Second place, Tosso Tosso, 758 points. Yep, Naholo, Captain, Morby, Campbell, Whanganuku. Went with Balin Sullivan as well, which yeah, did work out pretty decently. Went for the Ryan Lonergan pick at halfback, and I mean, Lonergan's never been a bad pick, right? Because he gets those shots at goal. Have McWright, Tizano, Lakai. Yeah, pretty standard picks there. Also went with the short pick. Also went with Sana Rebi. And I'll be interested to see how many other people actually faded Taukeaho this week. I expect probably most people stuck with him, but definitely will be interesting to see. Third place we have Not You, 757. Oh, had the Ala pick. Really like that. 50 points this week. And then yeah, double Canes, Campbell. Wonder if anyone's actually picked Tim Ryan. That'll be interesting to see. Sullivan, Whanganuku. Okay, went with the Tate McDermott pick. Interesting. And yeah, I mean, 33 points, not too bad. Although I'm actually kind of surprised to see none of the top picks went with Inari. Also got a Wallace Atiti pick here, and yeah, I think he's kind of been good in this sort of back end of the season. Mud Tracker 4th place, 757. What do we got? Oh, we got a triple captain, Naholo, and another Peach pick. Interesting. And the Morby pick as well. Yeah, I mean, I thought the Peach might have a chance to get 1 or 2 tries, but no, that was a real battle, that game. I mean, the Endurance season was pretty much over, but they had not given up. There is an Inari pick here, that's cool. Also a Harry Wilson pick, interesting. Yeah, a bit of a shame about Harry Wilson. Like he was so strong in fantasy last year, but never really picked up this year. And to be fair, he was not getting the same sort of game time. He was getting subbed a lot for Vaiuta. 5th place, we have Tioguz, 755. Okay, here we go. We got our first double reds and Canes outside back picks. And yeah, of course, it's Tim Ryan as well. So, okay, had the Inari pick. Went with McWright. Okay, good stuff. And let's actually have a look now at the overall standings for our league. And of course, we've got Aiden Collins out in front. 658 points this week, so didn't have a massive one. He's quite high up on the global leaderboard, so will be interesting to see where he stands now. We'll look at that in a minute. And if we look at his picks, he actually went for Will Jordan. Interesting. Had the captain Whanganuku. So yeah, that's an interesting pick. Like, it makes sense. And I think Whanganuku, I think he is actually a pretty safe pick as well, with good upside potential. And yeah, definitely worked out this round, and probably was less risky than some of these outside back picks, even though they all the kind of ones that people had serious expectations of did actually work out pretty well. And what else he got here? He also went for the Peach pick, which is interesting. Stuck with Tupaya, Gordon, Lonergan. Okay, double reds, McWright, Wilson. Also had Tizano. And went with Taukeiaho. Okay, interesting. 2nd place, we have no stopping the Kane train. Actually, Caleb Clark held on to that 2nd spot for so long. He's fallen down to 4th place. 627 as well. Let's take a look here. Oh, had the Peach captain. Damn, that is ballsy, man. That is ballsy. But yeah, I kind of wonder if people were sort of making kind of picks that are maybe a little bit less common, just trying to close gaps in their leagues. But yeah, okay, that is interesting to see. And okay, also had Cody Taylor as well over Taukeiaho. Interesting. Okay, let's have a look at no stopping the Kane train as well. 2nd place, 92.77. So there's actually a little bit of daylight between him and Toso Drua Toso. Not so much that can't be closed in one round though. The one round to come. So second place is all to play for in the Rugby Ramble League here. And even Caleb Clark isn't out of it. Let's have a look at Big Isaac as well. 682 points. Oh, also another Peach captain. Okay, and a Tavatanawai pick. Oh, Andy Osse. Okay, that actually worked out. Interesting. All right. Man, people making some cool picks. Emerald City Route Artist. Another Peach captain. Man, where are all these Peach captains coming from? Like, that is so bold. When yeah, we had these two kind of obvious picks in the Canes and the Reds. People are actually going for the Peach captain. That is super interesting. And another Yosei pick. I mean, are these the two guys that in the past pick like the same team and are like, no, they haven't picked the exact same team, but I remember one round before there were two guys who just had like some kind of odd picks and they had the exact same team and I swear they must know each other. Okay, we got another triple captain here on the hello worked out. Had Vakatawa though a -1 because of that like insane card he gave away. That was so stupid. But Vakatawa's been good, man. So bad luck, bad luck picking him for that game where he has a massive brain explosion. Bad luck indeed. Now we're looking at the overall global leaderboards here, and okay, wow, it's actually kind of tight here, right? Aiden Collins, our guy, he is in 4th place on 94.22. So yeah, he's about 90 points off the pace from the top spot, which that is kind of a big gap to close. And oh, he's actually gained on him this week, but yeah, lost ground to these two, right? Morlan Moan and Gip or Jip. Let's have a look at Jip. Okay, had the Jock Campbell captain. Interesting. Pretty standard picks otherwise. Let's look at Lasty as well. What's he doing? The #1 player on the global. He actually went for Pritchard as well. Okay, man, interesting. Like, I haven't seen anyone else go for Pritchard, and I'm not surprised at that because I mean, even I was rating him below like Ryan and Campbell, but that's a real interesting pick for someone in the top spot as well. Also had Will Jordan. And Will Jordan's good, man. Like his numbers are good, but he's been more of a consistent player rather than like a player who, you know, will put in like a 70 or 80 point sort of round. But I mean, when you're really high up, I guess when you're #1, when you're trying to defend a lead, that kind of makes sense to go with guys like that. And Kenny, I mean, yeah, I think everyone's had Kenny so far, right? Like he was a bit of a no-brainer. And another Whainganuku captain, which, yeah, interesting to see, but it does actually make sense, right? And a Satiti pick, okay. Tupo Vai pick, interesting. Tossi pick, okay. And did we look at Jip? What's he done? Yeah, so 2 Canes and a red. Campbell was captain. Interesting to go with the 2 Canes instead of 2 reds and then make your 1 red guy the captain. It doesn't make that much difference either way. Well, for these guys right at the top, it can make $10,000 difference. So also went with the tape pick as well. Thought that's kind of risky for a guy coming back from such a long layoff, right? Like you don't know how long he's going to be on the field for. But yeah, it was up against Moana. And yeah, pretty standard picks otherwise. Morlan Moan, #3 spot, actually went for a Jorgo pick. Man, that's interesting, right? I mean, I stayed away from that Rosehouse Brumbies game just because it's a bit unpredictable. And 2 teams that have been stuck in grinds and arm wrestles elsewhere this season, but did actually work out not too bad. 51 points. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised that a lot of these top guys didn't just sort of double down on the Canes and the Reds like I suspect a lot of people had. Also went with the Hotham pick as well, which is super interesting. But yeah, it worked out. 38 points, can't be mad. I don't think there's anyone who didn't go for Carter Gordon, which is I mean, that just makes sense, right? And yeah, standard picks in the back row. None of the top guys going for Yosei. And let's have a look at 5th place as well. I mean, 94-14, like, you're still in contention, right? 100 points difference. It's kind of stretching it, but still possible. I mean, both Moana and the Androa are playing next week. which probably is going to set up some pretty straightforward picks, but we'll see. We'll save that for the best picks video. Okay, another Campbell captain, another Will Jordan pick. A lot of people at the top picking Will Jordan. And really standard stuff elsewhere. And with the Hotham pick as well. And we'll look at one more, Ben Morton. 94.09, so yeah, 100 points off the pace. Yeah, 2 cans are red. And yeah, pretty common picks elsewhere as well. A lot of people going for Ollie Norris, I noticed, and his numbers have actually been quite good outside of just not accounting for fantasy, like just on a permanent basis. But he did get injured this game, didn't he, from memory? So a little bit unlucky with that one. We'll look at one more. We'll look at Shaney. What Shaney did. Oh, okay. Also had a Balin pick. Kind of surprised there wasn't more Balin picks, to be honest. Didn't really make that much difference in the grand scheme of things. Everyone went for Fainga'a Nuku though. No one was risking missing out on that. And yeah, standard picks elsewhere. Well guys, that'll do it for me for the second last round of Fantasy Super Rugby for this year, 2026. The next best picks video will be the last one of the season. This weekend is the last round of Fantasy Super Rugby. It does not continue into the playoffs. It ends in the regular season. So yeah, I think in that next best picks video, I'll probably spend a bit more time maybe looking at some out there options, some riskier options, maybe options you might want to consider if you need to play a bit of catch up in your league with your friends and your family. If you're a little bit off the pace, if you need to chance your arm a bit, we'll try and look for some picks there that might that might pay off and steal it at the last minute for you. We'll also probably talk a bit more about what conservative picks look like as well if you're at the top of your league and you're trying to defend. That is a choice you get to make. You can play a bit more conservative, go with players who are, just less likely to bomb and get a crap score like 20 or something. So yeah, should be an interesting best picks video for the last one. And after that, after the round, I think I will do another recap video as well, just because I do enjoy looking at the leaderboards, seeing how things played out there. And yeah, if you guys are following that as well, you can check out that video. And might also in that video just include a few more charts as well that kind of just summarize the season and how the points broke down and that sort of thing. So yeah, we're almost there, guys. We're almost at the finish line. It's been a great season, to be honest, both for fantasy but for the rugby as well. Things are still up in the air, right? Like, we got 3 kind of strong teams there, and yeah, it's not could go any way, to be honest. So I will be watching intently. I'm sure you guys will be too. So enjoy the rest of the week. I'll catch you in a couple of days for the best picks. And until then, have a good one.